Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us as we continue to track this nice big high that's over the country right now. Bit of a cold morning for some North Islanders today, but the South Island's warmed up just a degree or so. But look at this big high sitting right over the country right now. It's been a wee while since we saw something as big as that, giving us some good weather rather than the wet, awful stuff. So when you look at the animated wind map, not much going on. There's a bit of a northerly breeze through Cook Strait, a very light easterly at the top of the country, and the main wind is down here just south of Fiordland, and it's this is the new subtropical northerly that is on its way towards us for the next few days. And it starts to develop on Thursday. This is it here, creeping into the South Island. Now it brings rain to Fiordland. There'll be some spillover into Southland and Otago as well. Maybe a couple of other showers up on the west coast, but it will be a bit warmer, especially at night time. In the North Island, we've got the risk of some downpours popping up around Northland, and it's a similar story also around Waikato and maybe Auckland. They won't be widespread, but they could pop up into the afternoon and maybe be a bit heavy. Now, speaking of wet weather, we've certainly had lots of it, and so our brand new moss and mold index, which helps you figure out the best weather for getting rid of it all. I don't know about you, but I got to mow my lawns for the first time in weeks yesterday, and I noticed that much of the footpath was all green and slimy. So this indicator, green, it's like a traffic light system. Green means good, orange means caution, red means probably not looking like a good day. So as you can see, for spraying wet and forget, for getting rid of the moss and mold at the moment, the green means it is looking good around many parts of the country. You spray it down when it's dry, the rain does the work. And then here on Thursday, as we just mentioned, there are these isolated downpours in the north. So it's a bit of a question mark for northern areas, although I don't think it's going to be too bad, but you just want to be aware of the conditions. There might be an afternoon downpour, and then that rain obviously down in the south. And a big thank you to Wet and Forget, who have been very supportive of us over recent weeks. Okay, here is how we look as we head in towards the weekend. Very important stuff now. Friday, it is getting warm. That subtropical northerly is with us. It is spreading down across both islands. The overnight temperatures are going up, so you're getting out of that frost territory, as we did see some frost this morning around Waited Upper and Wellington. That is looking very unlikely by the time we reach Friday because it's a bit windy. Not exactly wet, but just a bit windy. And then on Saturday, again, most places are mostly dry other than the west coast where that rain continues and spreads further up. There are a few showers, isolated light ones for the most part, in that northeastern part of the North Island as the subtropical wind comes in. That's the first part of land that it reaches. And then we finish on Sunday where a new low in the Tasman is rolling on in. It's not overly aggressive, and much of Sunday will be dry in the North Island, but those north to northeast winds will pick up as the day goes on. It'll make for some very warm weather in some of these southern and eastern parts of the North Island. And in the South Island, you've got a slightly different airflow. Rain on the west coast continues, although there are dry spells forming. Westerly winds for the northern part of the island, and in Southland and Otago, a little cooler as the airflow comes out of the Southern Ocean. So a lot going on over the next few days around the country. So make the most of the high that we've got right now. It's with us pretty much through the weekend, but that rain does come into the west coast and maybe some downpours up in the north. That's all from me. We'll catch you again on Thursday with the latest outlook for the weekend.